Alright, let's begin our whimsical journey. Imagine yourself nestled in your cozy bed, the soft glow of a bedside lamp casting a warm light over your favorite book. The room is quiet, the perfect setting for an evening of adventure. You open the book to where you left off, and as you begin to read, something happens. The words seem to dance on the page, inviting you into their world. Are you yet dreaming? The story starts to come alive, and you find yourself curiously drifting into the tale. The room around you fades, replaced by a vibrant, magical landscape. How curious! You're standing in a lush meadow, the grass soft under your feet, and the air filled with the scent of wildflowers. The sky above is a brilliant shade of blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds. And now you find yourself in front of a quaint old library, the kind with towering shelves, filled with books of every size and color. The air is thick with the scent of aged paper and a hint of vanilla. And as you wander through the aisles, you notice a peculiar book lying open on a reading table. The title reads EverWoods. Curiosity piqued, you lean in to read, and suddenly the room around you begins to transform again. The walls of the library fade away, replaced by a landscape, the same as in the page, Everwood. You're standing in a sun-tapped forest, the trees towering above you, their leaves whispering secrets in the breeze. A gentle rustling catches your attention, and from behind a large oak tree steps a small, whimsical creature. It's a wood sprite, no taller than your knee, with twinkling eyes and a mischievous grin. Welcome to EverWoods, the sprite chirps. I'm Tistle, your guide through this magical land. Tistle leads you along a winding path, the forest alive with the sounds of chirping birds and the rustle of leaves. EverWoods is a place where stories come to life, Tistle explains. Every tree, every flower, and every creature comes from a book and has a tale to tell. As you wake, you come across a glowing pond, its surface shimmering with colors that shift and change like a kaleidoscope. This is the pond of reflections, Tistle says. Look into its waters and you'll see the dreams and hopes of those who visit EverWoods. You peer into the pond and see images of fantastical adventures, brave heroes, and magical creatures. The sight fills you with wonder and possibility. You continue your journey and you arrive at a cozy clearing where a group of woodland creatures are gathered around a campfire. There's a wise old owl, a playful fox, and a family of rabbits, all sharing stories and laughter. They welcome you warmly, offering you a seat by the fire and a cup of spiced cider. As you sip the warm, fragrant drink, the owl, named Elder Hood, begins to speak. EverWoods is a place of endless stories, he says, but the most important story is the one you create yourself with your heart and imagination. Here, you can shares tales of their adventures, each story more enchanting than the last. You feel a deep sense of belonging and joy, knowing that in EverWoods you are always welcome. As the fire begins to die down, Distal nudges you gently. "There's one more place I want to show you," the sprite says. You follow Distal to a hidden grove, where a magnificent tree house stands. Its wild egg in the branches of an ancient tree, its windows glowing with a soft, inviting light. "This is the treehouse of EverWoods Dreams," Distal explains. "It's a place where you can rest and let your imagination soar. Climb up and you'll find a cozy nook just for you." The tree itself seems to hum with a gentle, magical energy, its leaves rustling softly in the breeze. This treehouse is really a magic of whimsical architecture, with winding staircases and balconies that wrap around the sturdy trunk. The exterior is adorned with twinkling fairy lights that cast a warm, inviting glow. The walls are made of wood, intricately carved with scenes of fantastical creatures and epic adventures. Vines of blooming flowers wave through the railings, adding splashes of color and a sweet fragrance to the air. You climb the wooden ladder, each step creaking softly under your feet, and you enter the treehouse through a charming, arched doorway. Inside, the atmosphere is cozy and magical, like stepping into a storybook. The main room is spacious yet intimate, with large windows that offer breathtaking views of the surrounding forest and the starry sky above. Plush cushions and soft blankets are scattered around, inviting you to sit and relax. There's a large, circular rug in the center of the room, woven with vibrant patterns that seem to tell a story of their own. Shelves line the walls, filled with books, trinkets, and treasures from countless adventures. Each item has a tale to tell, waiting just for you to discover. And there, in one corner, there's the reading nook, with a comfortable armchair and a small table, perfect for curling up with a good book. A lantern hangs above, casting a gentle golden light that makes the pages aglow. The shelves nearby are filled with books of every genre, from epic fantasies to heartwarming tales, each one ready to transport you to another world. Another corner of the treehouse is dedicated to creativity. There's a crafting table covered in art supplies, paints, brushes, colored pencils, and stacks of paper. Here, you can let your imagination run wild, creating drawings, paintings, or even writing your own stories. The walls around this area are adorned with artwork. Each piece is all the creativity that flows through EverWoods. The treehouse also has a cozy loft, accessible by a spiral staircase. Up in the loft, you find a snug sleeping area with a bed covered in the softest blankets and pillows. The ceiling above is painted with a mural of the night sky, complete with twinkling stars and a glowing moon. It's really the perfect place to drift off to sleep, surrounded by the magic of EverWoods. But let's watch. Outside, let's get a look. There's a balcony that wraps around the tree can step out and breathe in the fresh, crisp air, listening to the sounds of nature all around you. This balcony is the perfect spot for stargazing, watching the fireflies dance, or simply enjoying the peaceful ambience. This is really a place in which you can dream, create, and explore. But, alright, let's head back to the cozy reading nook. As you settle into the comfortable armchair, the soft glow of the lantern above casts a warm light over the shelves filled with books. The air is filled again with the faint scent of old paper and a hint of honey. And as you scan the shelves, one book in particular seems to catch your eye. Its spine is adorned with intricate gold leaf designs, and the cover is a deep, rich blue. The title reads The Chronicles of EverWoods, the Tale of the Enchanted Grove. You reach out curious and gently pull the book from the shelf, and as you open it, the pages, again, seem to shimmer with a magical light, and you feel a gentle pull as if the book itself is inviting you into its story. The first page reads, In the heart of EverWoods lies the Enchanted Grove, a place where magic flows like a river and dreams take flight. It is said that those who enter the grove with an open heart and a curious mind will find wonders beyond their wildest imagination. And, oh my, again, as you read, the words begin to come alive and you find yourself drifting into the story. The room around you fades, the treehouse fades, replaced by the lush, vibrant landscape of the Enchanted Grove. You look around. You're standing at the edge of a beautiful forest, the trees towering above you, their leaves shimmering with a soft, golden light. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, carrying with it the sweet scent of a rose's garden. The air is filled with the sound of birds singing and the distant murmur of a babbling brook. And the path before you is lined with glowing stones leading deeper into the grove. You take a step forward, and as you do, a small, whimsical creature appears. Again, it's a forest sprite named Leora, her eyes twinkling with mischief and kindness. Welcome to the Enchanted Grove, she says, with a cheerful smile. I'm Leora, and I'll be your guide to this magical place. And you yet know, as this story goes, happy reading.